Notes for knife, fork, spoon. Fun. Talk shit. We're getting there. We're on there.
It's been a while, and we're back.
That was horrendous.
Yeah, it really was.
I don't care.
Almost feels like season 2. If we ever did seasons.
No, keep that down. I'm not doing that first. I'm going to do this first.
Yeah, I actually do need a beverage. The old Forex Gold.
I have never
The old
had
you
this.
can't. The old you can't open it without your T-shirt. Classic.
That means you're not a real man.
All right. Well, here's to
Cheers.
coming back from our little break. Let's go.
Cheers.
I feel like the circumstances are making it better.
I feel like that's a northern.
That's just a
it's
standard.
It's a northern mix with a gold.
Yeah, just a standard beer. But don't ever refer. If anything's gold, it's an automatic 0.
Wow.
Gold's delicious.
Gold's fucking. Ugh.
I rated it a 5.
It's a bit humid today. We've had some wet weather recently, followed up by some very hot days. So that makes some nice, sexy humidity.
Sexy humidity? Is this your ideal weather to get sexy in?
No, it's sexy weather because it just makes everyone.
What makes you think about it as sexy weather, Scott?
I'm
Because
dripping.
it's the opposite of sexy. That's the joke.
So then why does it become sexy?
That's the opposite. It's the joke. Just everyone's sweating and being disgusting. Yeah, it's.
I am dripping sweat.
So that's hot.
That's sexy.
Okay.
It is.
Ladies, come at me.
I'll
All three of yous.
give it a solid 2.5. I'll sit halfway.
Let me have another taste.
I'm feeling generous.
Oh, that's a 5 for me. That's delicious.
Shut up.
I'd go a 4.
Yeah, don't drop. Yeah, you can't drop 5s.
It's refreshing.
You can't chuck around 5s for fun around here.
I think I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah,
2, 3, 4.
2 on. Yeah,
Close the door.
Forex Dry's got a 3 from me.
What's going on with the cog?
It's still there
Why is it broken?
because it's you.
I don't know, actually.
Because you picked a shit game.
Well, I'm just going to introduce this to myself because
I might as well. You practiced.
I've done the first trifecta of the Knife Fork Spoon podcast, which Dale could not do. And it was in Scott and Dale's both backyards. Scott on his gun game that he promised he'd beat us in. And Dale
not
in
that
his
one.
Madden game he'd been playing for a week. And I haven't played Madden for 4 years.
Can I just say that I threw 3 intercept passes and Ryan just clicks Hail Marys and quarterback sneaks the whole time.
Can I say I've never played my gun game on the original Xbox 360?
You know what
ever
that
in my
reminded me
life.
of? The really, really old rugby game where you got like a penalty
Rugby
on
203?
your own 22 and you clicked to kick for goal and the rest of the team stood behind the posts and you just tapped it off the tee, picked it up and ran the whole field.
That game was a little fucking piece of trash amazingness.
He just swore.
No, he said piece,
piece
of
of
trash.
trash.
No, you went phone.
I said that game was a piece of trash amazingness.
Ready? Ryan, you listen to this, clip this and put it in next week's.
That game was a little fucking piece of trash amazingness.
He just swore.
All right, but that's all. Actually, I did think of that when I was watching some of the old clips. If there is one
I
we
don't
missed,
care who swears.
if there is one we missed, it's like
It's built
it's
up.
like extra time.
There's one person on this table that I need to swear that I got some payback for since my nose still hasn't recovered.
Not me.
Are you kidding?
What did I do to your nose?
When I flattened
When
his
he
nose.
punched me in the mouth and the nose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're like death staring me when you're saying it.
All
And
right,
I was
so-
like, it's been like 3 years since we recorded, so
No, it's not.
it's felt like
It's been
it.
like 3 weeks.
It's
So-
felt like it.
So anyway, back to on topic.
What was the topic?
We don't have a topic.
All right, what's first?
Well, what's been happening? So what's been happening? We took Grandad to the hospital about his eye.
yeah, which you forgot
Scott,
about.
you missed that because you were away.
I was out in Whoop Whoop Desert Country, Northern Territory.
So Grandad had basically, long story short, Grandad had a filthy
Is that a bad thing to
swollen eye. What did he say?
say? No, it's Whoop Whoop.
No, it's fine. He had a possible boil or cyst in his eye, which turned out not to be that. It turned out to just look like a pussy eye.
So
That's
long story
delicious.
short, Ryan and I ended up in the Ipswich Hospital. Now, it's a pretty classy establishment. And we were in there for how long? 4 hours?
Longer, 5 hours.
Yep. And
We left at 9. I got there at 4:30. So it's 4.5, 5. But
did I tell you about when we actually went through the doors? You know how you wait in the one waiting room? You go to the next waiting room, and then Granddad was sitting there and he goes to me, my eye's actually feeling better. And I'm like, are you serious?
Well, I think that's why he kept asking me why he was there, because he forgot about his eye. And he was like, why are we here? And I'm like, we're checking your eye out. And he's like, 2 minutes later, why are we here? I'm like, I feel bad.
Anyway, so we went to this doctor, specialist doctor came out, Scott, and put Granddad's head into like a scanner thing for his eye. And he's like sitting there complaining because there's this bright light in his eye. And he goes, this is like welding flash. This shouldn't be in my eye. And then, Nana was blowing up and it was a bit eventful.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock to come back to because Jennifer, bless her soul, she kind of doesn't use English very well at times. So instead of taking like the nice easy way where you could be like, oh, by the way,
Granddad's
everything's all
dead.
fine. Your granddad was taken to the hospital for possible infected eye. No,
Scottish.
I literally
Infected eye?
in the car on the way home, and she's like, "Oh, did your brothers say your grandpa's out of the hospital?" I'm like, "Why the fuck is he in the hospital?" It's like, haven't they told you? No,
That was a swear word.
I was telling a story, so that's a quote.
Oh.
No, I like that count.
Ryan,
But
finish him.
yeah, after the story. So
No, do it now.
After the story.
So yes, like, did your brothers not tell you? And I'm like, no. What's wrong with Granddad? She's like, oh no, he's fine. I'm like, then why does he get to the hospital? He had to be.
Didn't we tell
She
him?
actually said he got stung in the eye by a bug,
They thought that.
and I was like, what the hell's going on?
No, the funniest
Did
thing...
we not tell you?
No one told me. I had no reception out in Whoop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the funniest thing was the doctors behind the counter when we first got there asking Nana what happened to his eye. Does he have any allergies? That was it then. Oh, well, he got up on Sunday and had breakfast. He had a bit of toast. And then he went out into the garden and then it got a bit irritated. He was inside. He was like, no, it's okay. It's just a bit sore. And then the next day we got up and he goes, it's really bad. Maybe we should go to the doctors. Went to the doctors. After this massive story, literally the nurse behind the counter looks at her and goes, does he have any allergies? And she's like, no, love. And I'm like, oh.
What a story.
And then she's like, oh, yeah, so what's his name? And she's like, Bill. I'm like, William.
Yeah, but even that, when they called William, everyone's like looking around.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, he's turned out all right. It just was a little
Yeah,
thing.
he's fine. He's all good.
Yeah, no, not you.
Actually,
not
no.
you. You've won enough. You do it.
What am I doing?
Slapping me in the face for swearing.
Yeah.
You've won enough. And
Lube him up.
I'm not in a good mood either.
You won enough. Yeah, well, hopefully this will... Why are you coming in from that direction?
Oh.
That was shit.
That got picked up by the microphone. That sounded really good.
That was shit. I'm actually disappointed.
Yes, I know, because I was going for
Well, you wait for the next one
I was
then.
going for the sound
You're
effect.
not doing anything.
Oh, you wait.
No, you did all the smacking in the last episodes. So
Hey,
you just sit there and take it, little boy.
so we were in the hospital quickly. The last crazy thing that happened, we were sitting there, doors open. Old mate comes in, some random guy comes in, no shoes on, standard. Goes up to the counter, and the lady's like, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Oh, hello. My wife is currently giving birth in our car." And remember that? And literally, the receptionist lady goes like this. She goes, "Oh," and then like the two nurses behind the counter go like, "Oh," and it was all calm. They just stood up, rubber gloves, like whoosh. Literally. So they went and got like a cup of tea. This is how calm they were.
Yeah.
Finally, eventually came out. I think the whole room was freaking out. I was freaking out. You know, I don't stress much, but, you know. Anyway, they wander outside and all you hear, the lady was shouting in the window going, "Hello there. Look, well, first of all, we're going to get you up to the, what's it called?
The
Birthing suite.
landing zone.
Maternity ward.
The landing zone.
Yeah, the landing zone. And then next minute, gone. Baby delivered. That's the...
Wow. It
Fair
probably
enough.
took a little bit longer.
No, it came out. Popped
No,
out.
no, what are you talking about?
Fair. I forgot. You Scott,
Sorry, do that one more time.
What?
Sounds like the
Nailing
most,
that.
the most
Isn't it?
evil
Do it the other way
baby.
around. Isn't the baby come out crying after? Yeah.
Yes.
So there you
No,
go.
that's the dad's noise. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That's hip switch.
That's when you have sex with a pregnant woman.
That's how they create boxes. You know that, right?
That's how you create a threesome.
You
That's
do
disgusting.
it in the bum, and you give birth to a politician. Hey.
Whoa, what? I don't get it. Can you imagine being a poor baby and then you're inside just having a good nap? Next thing, this big, like, door knocker thing's coming in at you.
Dream
You're like,
chocolate.
what's going on here?
This dream
you
bar
know
of
what I mean?
chocolate.
Especially if you're from Ipswich, you're like, oh, fuck, you
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah. Yeah, the first thing you say when you come out is, thanks, Dad. I was dodging your dick for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah. Better watch the swear
Boy.
words. I'm coming in again.
That's what she said.
No, but he just swore.
Are you letting me off?
You're not slapping anyone yet.
They
Like
allowed- Here.
I'm getting.
Oh.
Wow. Well, after seeing that, moving on.
And
Quick
then-
one. Springfield Lakes is craziest storm they've ever seen.
Yeah.
It
You just
actually-
missed it.
I literally was driving in, and we was watching the monstrous cloud hand drifting over Springfield Lakes, and it just happened to stop.
So, quick for the listeners that have no idea what we're talking about.
Everyone should know,
On
though.
Sunday?
We've said quick about
Is it
9
Saturday?
times.
Sunday.
No, it was Saturday.
Saturday, because then we went and picked up the food of
It
Mum
was
because they didn't
Halloween.
have power.
Halloween.
Saturday there was predicted to be one of the worst storms we've had in 5 years, and it said there was going to be rain and everything about 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Came around at 10 o'clock, there was not much happening. Got to about 12:30.
Yeah,
I was at work. I got no
Yeah.
idea.
Well,
and-
when it happened,
Yeah,
it was
when
about
kicked
1:30 because
Yeah.
I got back around 2.
So then all of a sudden the hail smashed down at our place. Little did we know that only 2 minutes away from us, where Mum and Dad and the boys live, they had basically tennis size hail smashed down for about 5 minutes, and what is left around there is absolute carnage. There's not a single house in that area that doesn't have their solar panels not
Solar
smashed
panels
in.
are destroyed.
There's a lot of roofs which are destroyed, because, like tiles and stuff like that. All the Colorbond roofs are all dinted.
Yeah.
Scott's actually got a picture there. He's showing
These
of
are
some of the
photos
hails.
that I picked, so there's no copyright.
You know what made me
shit.
laugh? Mum goes, on Sunday when I got there, Mum goes, "Oh, Scott's kept some of the hail in the freezer." And I'm like,
course they did.
Nana, I'm like, Mum, you got no power. She goes, "Oh, it's just a container of water."
Scott, you need to lower it down a bit. There you go.
Sucker,
So that's a
sucker,
whirly
that
bird.
sucker there got wrecked.
The what?
That sucker.
That sucker there got wrecked. Yeah, so it was pretty intense.
It was
and,
just freaky how consistent they were all
It's
just
actually
massive.
pretty scary.
but the worst thing is...
Here's that crazy bloody cloud thing that I saw pulling up. That's what I had driving up. I'm like, that's not normal.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But the funniest thing was, literally on the Monday, we
There
still
was funny things about
No,
this.
we still didn't have power on Monday, and we were like we were one of the fortunate ones.
Oh
And
yeah,
Mum-
for sure.
And on Monday, Mum's like, "It's getting a bit annoying now that we don't have power." I'm like, "It is,
Yeah.
but Mum, some people don't have roofs
or cars.
or their lives. Some people literally got electrocuted when the roofs collapsed."
Yeah, shame. It's
I think a couple of people have been caught out though with insurance claims because they heard this hail was coming, so they rolled their old cars out in the road and hope for the best.
Oh no!
And they're like they
Yeah.
caught old Jimmy around the corner with the baseball
Yeah.
bat.
Oh
bashing
no!
his
My
car up.
wife just got killed as well in the hailstorm.
Can you please go and get the washing out there?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure this
Lock all the doors.
There's hail coming. No, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure there's a too soon call that should be announced soon.
No one died because of that reason.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. It looks
Oh,
like
we know
a
of.
dog.
like-
A dog died.
It looks like
Actually?
you're.
A dog was outside, and a giant hail came down and its head.
Oh my god! What was it doing out there?
Being a dog,
Fair enough.
It probably deserves to
probably
be.
doesn't know. It's like, oh look, there's
Excuse me, sir. I know you're saying your wife died by a hailstone, but it actually looks like a golf club mark on her head. Your what? Someone just die?
That's freaky.
I don't know.
But again,
Hail's
it has actually been like, it's like, what did they say on the radio? It's like actual catastrophic damage in storm.
Over
Quite honestly, nothing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Nothing my parents have ever seen in my life, and they're old.
Well, you weren't there when it happened.
I
why you
got there
that's
to
why
the
you still
aftermath.
haven't seen it.
I got there to the aftermath. Like, I might have not have seen it pummeling down. I don't think
standing
anyone
at the
wanted
front
to
of
be.
my place, actually seeing the hail come down, that is the most craziest hail I've ever seen, and it wasn't even as bad as where your place is.
Our mate, builder mate.
Joel Hancock, shout out to Hancock Homes.
Hey. Okay, fair enough.
They laid the slab down today for my house, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But no, back on the topic. Yeah, it's literally insane. Like when I got home after work, it sounded like a disaster movie. Like all you could hear was sirens rolling over the hill, tow trucks going back and forth. Even when we drove home after dinner, and it was pitch black.
Yeah, well, obviously the grid electricity was all turned off and crap. But like,
Yeah.
it didn't click just how bad it really was because I pulled down the ramp to Springfield Lakes and I've just seen the initial hail and I've pulled over the first thing I could just to have a look at these bloody ginormous ice rocks, these tennis ball, baseball ice. And then when I was driving home, that's when I sort of realized that the cars were peppered, windscreen's gone, roofs have holes in them. Like ambulances were pulling up to vehicles who had been driving in the storm, unfortunately. When
How
it hit.
scary would that be?
Oh, but that's something. The windshield was gone, sunroof in this white Mercedes absolutely shredded the
Destroyed.
part. That's when I was like me and Jennifer. Obviously, you saw how big they were. Oh my god, this is unreal. And then next minute you're like, oh crap, this is a bit more serious than I
This
thought.
just goes to show when Mother Nature turns it on, we have absolutely no chance.
No chance.
No idea.
The flood.
You know what's
Boxing
scary?
Day.
You know what's scary? You know what's scary? That hail came down for probably 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that was a bigger cell or it hung around like that for longer? Imagine that they
Well,
absolutely...
the worst thing about that whole day is that if you got up that morning and went for a walk or did your normal routines, it honestly, like I went to the gym early in the morning, it was the clearest day, maybe a tiny bit overcast. It was a very great day.
Yeah, it definitely came out of nowhere.
And then within 20 minutes, it was done.
Boom.
Rain,
Mess.
hail. Like my friend was driving a car and windscreen, all the cars written off. She actually got out to try and get under
Don't do that.
someone's portico, smashed her in her spine, left a paintball welt.
That
Yeah.
definitely could be worse.
Well, when we were standing at the front of the house...
Well, it was that
and-
close to getting her head.
So we heard...
But
we were
that's
standing,
worse.
Yeah.
we were standing
So
at the
it's
back of our
bad.
house, and I'm like, heard the little clink, 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 and I'm like, oh, here we go. And I said, Bailey, we've got to go to the front, get to your car. By the time we got to the front of the house, it was too late.
Everyone would be freaking out today though because it did.
And Bailey was like, get out there. Get out there and protect the car. And I'm like, are you
You
joking?
bloody protect the car. It's your car. Get in the
Anyway.
bowl. Get in the bowl.
I just said we
you get
couldn't
in the
walk.
bowl.
I said, there's no way I was going out there. If that, you imagine if one of them things hit you in the head. See you later.
You should have taken your hard hat out there.
See you, homie. Dunk, dunk, dunk,
That's a
dunk,
great
dunk.
idea.
I don't
Except
think
with
that
one's
would do
wind.
anything. They were literally going through roofs. I'm pretty sure that hard hat would have been stormtrooper armor. Did shit all.
Excuse me. Bike helmets stopped. What are they called? Magpies, so they can stop anything.
But a
That's
magpie
true.
is not a tennis ball sized block of ice falling from the sky.
Yeah, but a block of ice doesn't have claws.
Neither do magpies.
Yeah, they do.
No, they've got beaks and duck feet.
They got claws.
You're telling me
A magpie is known for
clawing people.
like an eagle, landing on them, hooking their claws in,
Oh, so they
and
do have
swooping
claws.
them.
You just literally just said they had claws.
No,
You just said
I said, are they like eagles who swoop in and hook their claws in? I'm talking about eagles.
So how can they not do that if they've got duck feet?
They don't have claws.
They've,
Magpies swoop because they're assholes.
yeah, but how do they swoop?
with their asshole.
Do they swoop with their
they
feathers?
swoop because they're assholes.
But do they swoop with their feathers? Or with their claws?
Their bloody beak.
Their beak, they don't just fly in head first, they get stuck in someone.
He got attacked by one.
But not by them.
That was a butcher bird.
Oh, did he have a scratch mark down the back of his
He
neck?
actually
Did he?
did.
He had a bloody
No, I had
peck
a-
mark.
I had a massage mark. Come flying and goes and flies off.
No, 100%. Google magpies have claws, not duck
Yeah,
feet.
I think you're off here, Scott. Sorry, bro.
Can we turn the air conditioning on? It's actually quite hot.
No,
all right.
it's fine.
We're all on
Magpies.
challenges.
Have claws.
Sauna. Cut it up.
Put a fork in it.
And eat it with a spoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.